Hello everyone, this is going to be a hopefully short review and a demo of the TCE BJT5 tire changer and the 960 wheel balancer. This one is the 4-pedal tire changer model. So it's got the turntable pedal on the outside on both sides, which goes clockwise and counterclockwise. Then you've got your clamps and your D-bead pedal. So most of them I see are 3-pedal models. And again, it's like a basic wheel balancer, model number 960. All right, let's get to it. Here we go, here's some 16-inch tires. Gonna break the bead, tires, air's already out. Alright, so now that's debeaded, we're ready to demount the tire from the wheel. Steel rim, inside clamping, and then we're going to keep an eye out for the valve stem. These are TPMS sensors, so I like to just put it past the deck head. Came with the tire bar. I'm not extremely happy with it. They do make a nicer one, stainless steel, a little bit longer, and it's got a little bit more of an S curve. I might end up getting that. That's it, that easy. Comes off pretty quick. Now's the time. Check your wheel out. Make sure there's no corrosion. Looks okay, nothing's dinged up. Usually go through and just feel for any dents, dings, any roughness on that bead section. As long as it looks good, I'll put the valve stem again just past the deck head and we'll mount a new tire on. Alright, so I'm going to mount up some tires here. These are new tires, pretty soft. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm using, or anyone's interested, just Malco tire mounting lubricant. You can see that there. I like it, works pretty good, kind of sticky. It dries clean, doesn't leave like any film behind. Like with most small tires, I found that the best way to get that first bead on is just throw the tire on. First bead will pop on. Make sure you got your valve stem aligned with the light spot. That'll be the yellow dot on your tires. Get that deck head back where you want it. And this one does not have an assist arm. I may upgrade that later. The assist arm just kind of pushes down on the tire, so you don't have to physically hold it down. Smaller tires, not a big deal. I did some 33s the other day. That would have been nice to have. I just used a tire iron on it. So I just put a fist down and rotate. That's it. sometimes the tire will move as you're mounting it, and that yellow dot will be misaligned. For the most part, you can just turn it, muscle it over, get it realigned. And then we'll get our bead set. So I like to do this without the valve core installed. Gets a lot more airflow in there. And I just hook up the inflator that came with it, go to town. As long as it's well lubricated, it'll pop pretty quick. Sometimes it'll take a little more pressure. It'll get a little loud. It's gonna pop. There it is. Yeah, it's about 45 psi. So probably a little more than I drive with. But that's what it takes to just pop the bead. And I'll adjust these once they're on the tire or on the car. And then if anyone's curious about the TCE, I will say their marketing is maybe not accurate. When I was looking up this model, they said that it included the bead blaster. This is what they consider the bead blaster. What I'm familiar with, a bead blaster on a tire machine, the air actually comes out of the clamps, and instead of, there's an air tank on it, and it just blows the air from the clamp area, and that's what gives you that initial set. But so far I haven't had any trouble. The 33s that I did, I had to do them off of the tire machine, kind of like move the wheel around a little bit and get it to seal up, but still it was pretty easy. So just be aware, what they consider the bead blaster is just a tire inflator. Alright, so this is the TCE wheel balancer. I believe the model number is the 690 from the paperwork I've seen. So far, again, I've done, this will be, I think, 14 tires at the end of today. I will say, this one does not have the extended foot. And when I first got it, I didn't have it, I was trying to like rush through it, and I didn't have it bound to the floor. Mount it. It makes a huge difference, not only in safety, of course, but in the balancing. You'll get way more accurate balances. I kept doing them over and over again. I was like, what the hell's happening? Once I got it bolted down, I cured a lot of the problems. Some things to note on this: the instruction manual sucks. This one came set up for grams. There is a procedure for setting up to ounces. Maybe I'll make a video of that later if anyone else has trouble with this. I had to contact Torin to get instructions for it, which were not included. You'd think would include that. And then the instructions in general, they're just translated. They're not the best. So it takes a little bit of reading to kind of figure it out. And there's a ton of videos out there of other tire machines and balancers that are fairly identical. The UI is pretty much the same. So anyways, let's go and get these balanced. Alright, so once you have your tire on there and you got it nice and snug, there's going to be 3 dimensions that you're going to measure. First dimension is, it's labeled A, B, D. Don't ask me why it's not A, B, C. Must be a reason for that. Alright, so first dimension is A. It's got its little ruler. Comes out, and you're just going to pull it out, and right till you touch the inside lip of your rim, right? Not the outside, just the inside lip. So I'm at 6.5. So for the A, 6.5. And then it wants to know B, your rim width. If you know what wheels you got, you probably don't even need this, but it does have like this giant caliper. It came with it. So this is a 7-inch wheel. So it's already set up for 7. Your last digits are your wheel diameter. Okay, so it's an R17, 17-inch wheel. These are 205, 55, 16s. So 16-inch wheel diameter. So 16, and then you're set up. This will automatically always start on standard, meaning steel wheel. Okay, it's a standard wheel, and it's got like 4 other settings for aluminum wheels based on the wheel pattern. And the reason for that is it has like a mixture of weights you can do. You can do inside sticky weights for aluminum wheels. You can do like a hammer-on weight and a sticky weight, 2 sticky weights, a single sticky weight for static, and it's all dependent on your rim profile. And the manual will kind of explain that a little bit, but for standard, just steel wheels, you know, with steelies, it's always going to start up in that mode, which is great because most of what I own has steelies. Alright, so anyway, once it's all set up, you're bolted down, you just go ahead and hit start. This one's not too far out. This one's 3/4 ounce on the inside, 1/4 ounce on the outside. Alright. So again, this is a recent purchase for me, kind of like learning this thing. I used to do this a long time ago. It's been a minute. When I had these wheels done last, I didn't do them myself. I took them to a shop, and they put a bunch of weights on this thing. There was weights all over. I'm not sure why. Because so far, none of the wheels I've done, this will be the last one, has needed a bunch of weights or all over the place. Alright, 0-0 again. That's a good balance. So like I said, I've driven the other wheels that we had. I just did last week, those 33s, balanced them, and it works good. So, I mean, you know, I had to calibrate this machine a couple times because, again, the floor issue. But it works great. No vibrations. I believe what the balancer's telling me when they're zeroed out. So that's it. Just a quick review. I like these machines so far. Again, this is home use for me. I'm not running a shop. It's just, I got a lot of cars. I got 20 sets of tires to change out every couple of years. And I can do it at the convenience of my house. I'm running it off of a Cobalt 27-gallon compressor. It keeps up just fine. I can be at home, drink a beer, and do tires. You know, and it's convenience. No one's gonna scratch up my rims. If I scratch up my rims, that's on me. You know, there's a little bit of cost, right? You know, things that don't come with it, right? Real quick, the balancer came with all the cones, came with the quick, you know, I call it a chuck, but came with the quick T-handle, came with the hammer. I don't have them on the side because you can see as I'm doing this, it's just easier for me to grab this. I kind of set up my pegboard that way, purposely, so I can have a wheel, grab my cone, grab my handle, and everything just conveniently placed. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I have more content like this down in the future. Give me a thumbs up. I'm not looking to be YouTube famous, just a guy with a garage.